Casters in.
And welcome back to the Utah Halo League LAN playoff tournament that we have here. We're getting ready, getting set up for our winners round 2. We've got UVU Black versus USU Gray coming up. Tanner, tell me what you think about that.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. These teams have been just one of the leaders of the pack here during the season so far. USU Gray has a new member on their team, Soulless Ninja. He's going to be showing off what he has learned and what he has done with this team in like the 2 weeks, 3 weeks he's been a part of it. UVU Black, obviously just dominant performances throughout the whole season, just really showing that they know their stuff. They know how to play the game. They know what they're doing. And it's just going to be a blast so far. I was walking out there before everything, just seeing everyone here, the energy, the vibes, they're unmatched. Everyone's so excited to be here, and we've just, it's just so excited to see, and I'm hoping, and like we saw in the first series, we saw the energy like transition into the gameplay. It's just so many good things going on right now, and you're just missing out if you're not paying attention or not here. That's just the truth.
Like you said, the energy outside in the LAN Center is excellent. We've got a very, very great crowd out there, a ton of supporters, a ton of spectators, and we've got a great crowd of you viewers at home. This is a super awesome event. Really happy that we are able to put this on. And let's take a look now at the bracket and see what we've got coming up.
Yes. Bracket, like we said, right now, the next match we're watching is USU Gray versus UVU Black. As you can see, USU Gray was able to take down University of Utah in the match beforehand on the side stage to move forward to the winners semifinals. And like we saw earlier, UVU Gray moving on to face Slick in semifinals as well. That is going to be happening at the same time. So as we are able to, after this match, we'll be able to update you with that to see who's going to be in our winners finals. But in the losers round, we got the University of Utah versus USU Pink. Another good game to be happening on there. There's still so many more matches to come, and so many good games of Halo to play before we're even close to crowning our victor. And it is just so exciting to see. And let's take a look at the player, the player list, the team list of the team, so we can see who is on all these rosters that we've been talking about.
So here coming up, we do have UVU Black versus USU Gray. We'll start with UVU Black. We have Gazerk, Yatu, George68, and Dilly Donut. We have a couple UVU Black players here in the LAN Center. Not everybody was able to make it, unfortunately, so they've got about half the team here. And then from USU Gray, we have Redacted, Neptune, Highlight, and Soulless Ninja. Soulless Ninja being the newest member of that squad. There was a little roster swap in the middle of the season, so they may have a few kinks that they're working out, but I'm confident that they'll be able to put up a good fight today.
For sure. And for all those of you viewers at home, if you're wondering who's here in person, whoever's cute, beautiful, smiling face you see is who's here in person. So that would be a tell of they're not here, they're playing from home. And unfortunately, like we said before in the past, due to the weather, some teams had to have turned around. Logan, Utah State is located in northern Utah, and in the mountains it's kind of rough. But like we said, these rosters I'm so excited to see. USU Gray, I'm obviously a little biased, right?
Come on now.
USU Gray, I mean, they're just so cool. But, Soulless Ninja just coming in, he actually plays for our Valorant roster. And so Halo is like a new game to him. He played once with just in a event we were having for the club and decided to play down, and he was like, oh, this game is really fun. I'm going to try to get good at it. Whenever USU Gray needed a player, they picked him up, and he's been learning the team, learning the call-outs, learning the game. His aim skill and everything transitioning over from the Valorant pretty well, but, that's not what you need in Halo. In Halo, you need aim, you need movement, you need call-outs, you need map game sense, you need weapon timers, you need teamwork. It's just a lot. So it's really excited to see how he's able to adapt his previous skill set into this new one, and it's just really cool. And they've been doing really well, and I think this is almost like their first game since the roster swap, because with the final game of the season, and then we had all of Thanksgiving, and we had an extended break of almost a month. And so this is his first actual game, and it's going to be a lot of them. And they won, I think, 3-0. I could be wrong, but I think it was 3-0 over the University of Utah earlier. So it seems like it's doing great, and they're on a roll.
Something we've been talking about all day with these teams is chemistry. What kind of chemistry do they have? Have they built over the season, and are they bringing into this event? With the addition of Soulless Ninja, like you said, they haven't played a ton of games together. I think USU Gray has a lot of really great individual skill players, as well as UVU Black, and they've got the chemistry. So perhaps that might be a little bit of an advantage for them, but I'm very, very excited to see how this is going to play out.
UVU Black, I think, has the most individually talented players in the league. I think Dilly Donut, their captain, sits around 1,500 Onyx, a little bit higher than that, which is the highest rank of any individual player here in the league, which is a really good point to have. And then his team following as well. It's just they have always just continuously proven as well, like their stats match their skill, right? So UVU Black is going to be the team to beat going on forward into this bracket. And if anyone beats them, we can consider it an upset, and then that would make spice things up. And it's just who can show up on the day the best. So UVU Black having a bye in the past, this is their first game of the day. USU Gray just off of a really good series, so maybe they're warmed up. UVU Black needs to warm up. There's a lot of things that we can be looking and paying attention to going forward into this series, and it's just going to be a really exciting one to watch.
And I could see USU Gray having some sort of a mental advantage by having their whole team sitting in the LAN center, whereas UVU Black has only got 2 of their players, and the other 2 are playing remote. So they've got their full roster strength, although not everybody is present at the LAN center. So that may prove fruitful for USU Gray.
Yeah, UVU Black's captain, like I mentioned, his name is like the tag Dilly Donut. He isn't here. He's not able to rally the troops as much as he would like. There's just a lot of things that can be going into this, and the map sets exactly like what team are stronger. Like I think having watched a little bit of USU Gray's practice with Solus Ninja learning the calls and stuff, from like every single game type is different. Like what ones have they practiced more? What one have they able to practice as a team for the new player to learn the most? And I don't know those answers. It's like it's something they have to think of. Like maybe all of a sudden in CTF they're just dominant. They know all the calls, they know how to play, they know where to block. And then all of a sudden in a Slayer, they just kind of flounder. Slayer is the most unique game mode. It's so funny because Slayer is literally just team deathmatch, but for competitive arena and first-person shooters, like in an esports level, it's so unique. No other game like Fields like plays a team deathmatch role in their competitive circuit or scene, and it's just so weird to think about. And for viewers at home or people who are unexperienced with the game, you might think, oh well, team deathmatch should be the most simple. It's literally just you just kill them.
Just get the kill.
But due to the way spawns work in this game and respawn timers, and then the time to kill is so high, so you have to work as a team, and the rotations, and it's just almost like incorporates everything. It's this weird amalgamation of like every skill of all the previous objective games or other objective games, and it's just unique and hard to learn. It's one of my most difficult game types, I think, for sure.
Absolutely. It's a very interesting game mode. Like Tanner said, you'd think it would be something that's kind of easy, but it pulls together a lot of aspects that makes the game very complex and deep. With that, we are going to move to the map set, and let's break down what these teams are going to be playing for this round.
So we're starting with a recharge oddball, Streets Slayer Argyle Flag, and it was a Solitude Hill, I think, and an AQ Slayer there at the end. Fortunately, we don't have those game types there for you, but we got them. We got them as casters and memorized, so we know we can keep talking about them. First off, recharge oddball. We saw recharge in the past set, and it's a similar story in this game. In Strongholds, we saw that UVU Green was able to take a hold, and it was just so hard for USU Pink to break out of it. Oddball is very similar. If one of the teams is able to set up a hold while one of the players is holding the oddball, it's also just almost equally as difficult to hold that setup as well. Although they are down a member, they're able to focus and be in a similar area more than like a Strongholds match where you're split across the map on different hills, right? You're able to gather around that ball, and although you're down a member, it's like you're more focused fire. It's still really hard to break setups in this match. So I think this one's going to be very, very close or very snowbally. It's just either way. I don't think it's going to be kind of like half and half. It's going to be like one team is able to just take the lead and keep it, or it's just going to be a brutal, grueling fight to the death.
Moving on to Street Slayer, that map is as close to Fiesta as you get in the ranked game mode right now. It's got the red gun top C, it's got a disruptor, the rockets are in the middle of the map. There is so much going on. The shotgun up P Street. The team that can control the sandbox on Streets, especially in Slayer, is the team that will be able to pull away with the victory here. And it's not just once or twice, maybe winning the rockets once, maybe winning the red gun once. It's consistently keeping on top of those guns and making sure that they're in control of the sandbox and the entire map.
And then the next map that we saw was Argyle Flag. That one is, this might be a hot take, I think it's my favorite map and game type
I
combo
agree.
in the game.
I love it.
And I'm a mouse and keyboard player. Maybe that's why I like the snipers. I like the flicks. I like the flashy plays. But Argyle Flag is just, it's so team-oriented, yet has room for individual, like, brilliance.
Certainly.
With that sniper, with the weird off routes. There's so many routes that you can, if you can sneak through, you can make huge plays. But at the same time, the map is so open that you have to play as a team to kind of work up and fight every single battle just to gain ground before you can even think about capturing the flag. So I'm really excited to see how the teams play that one. It's going to be like, it's going to be a mess and people are just no scoping, headshot each other with a sniper across the map, and just everyone's dying everywhere, or it's going to be that more slow, methodical game, and to see like who is able to like coordinate spawns and coordinate like focus fire and everything better.
After that map of Argyle, we'll be moving into a Solitude King of the Hill. Now, something that we saw UVU Green doing really well on Aquarius was keeping the high ground and shooting down onto USU Pink. Once again, I think the team that will be able to keep the high ground up in gold, up in glass, top mid, top snipe is going to be able to control that game. And then after that, if it goes to a game 5, it'll be moving to that final Slayer, and it could go either way.
Yeah, that AQ Slayer. Same thing you said about UVU Green keeping that high ground. AQ Slayer is super important with that. And we're going to be heading over to the stat cards for this upcoming match.
Starting off with the stats for UVU Black, we have Gazerk here with a high KD and an even higher headshot accuracy. He does captain this team today, and he's going to be looking to rally his players and bring home a victory over USU Gray.
Yeah, he is here today in person. As we can tell, we see that picture. His stats just higher across the board than things we've seen so far in the past. We're moving over to Yad too. Same story. His stats just a 1.15 KD, an average damage per game of 4.5. K, an accuracy of 50, headshot accuracy. These stats are just looking better across the board than some of the other teams we said so far. And this is just a very tough team to face.
After that, we move into George 68. As we've been saying through these stats, they're a little bit higher than the averages of the teams that we've seen so far. Just proving the fact that these two teams are more powerful teams in this league, and this is definitely a matchup we're going to have to look out for right now and to the day.
And then interesting with George, you got to see that the KD was low, but the damage was high. I mean, you're going over to Dilly Donut. I've brought him up before. Stats showing his rank just in this, a 1.13, that 4.6K damage. Headed over to Utah State Gray, we're starting with Redacted.
Redacted, an excellent player. His first semester on a competitive team, picking it up, keyboard and mouse player, excellent KD, excellent damage. I think he's got an incredibly high ceiling and a lot of potential to pop off, so I'm really excited to see what he does in this series.
For example, he just is that he can just go crazy. And we're going to head over to Neptune 2109. He is a veteran player here on this roster with a KD of 0.8, but his average damage is still high. His headshot actually high as well. Doing really good as a supportive role for that team, as you can see in these stats. Just laying out the damage, getting that map control in order for me. He is a controller player. I think all of the other teammates are mouse and keyboard, so maybe he does the damage, they pick up the kills.
Next, we move to the captain highlight. The same KD as Neptune, but this captain role is very important for this team to rally some of these players that haven't ever played before. Another veteran on this squad. I'm really excited to see what he might be able to do to rally this team.
And here we got Solus Ninja 76, my GOAT. Brand new to the game, 0.81 KD, 4.2K damage. His accuracy and headshots pretty high as well. He is just new to the game. Like I said, he is the one that I think his team's performance depends on his personal performance. I'm so excited to see what he's able to do. We're heading over to this head-to-head. Like we said before, these are who we have here in person. We got Redacted, Neptune, Highlight, so is obviously all the Utah State guys are here, and Gazerk. I think there's one other UVU Black member here, but maybe he was on green. I know there's 3 players from UVU here, but I can't remember exactly who it was. So we're heading over into game. We're getting it started right off with this oddball recharge.
So pressure here, tower from Solus Ninja, looking to pick up this kill early on this oddball. One of the biggest points on oddball is to get the kills early. If you're not able to get the kills early, you will not be able to pick up the ball. Dilly Donut has the shock in top gold. Solus Ninja falls there in top tower.
Exactly. Dilly Donut just playing for that shock immediately off of the game start, trying to take control of it and just run the map with it. They also, UVU is able to get that camo as well. Gazerk sees all 4 of them, trying to get some damage out with the grenades, but I don't think it's going to really land. But while they were able to keep these in this A area, UVU Black, sorry, the headers are wrong, they're flipped. UVU Black was able to pick up the ball and move it over, rotate over to the C. Trying to play through those blue pipes. Gazerk doing what he can, Redacted getting shot in the back. He's going to kill the ball carrier before he falls as well. Gazerk just taking some damage. He's going to both teams playing really well with these angles and just crossfire. Solus Ninja up in that top glass area, just watching over the ball as USU Gray gets 2 kills, and they're going to stop this ball and this hold from UVU Black. UVU Black entering right back, trying to get through. I expect maybe to play a ball here because the damage is going through. USU Gray is in the advantage. Ball gets played off the map by USU Gray. Actually, they wanted to play the ball because they have taking control of the other side of the map, and they want the ball to get moved over there.
Highlight moving in towards the ball here on batteries. He's looking for some help from his teammates, very low there. They're trading kills, 3v3 on the map. Each team looking to get something set up here as George moves towards top A, but not a lot of movement on the map as USU Gray is able to pick one up, but it is immediately traded out by UVU Black.
Redacted falling to George, but Neptune answering it right back. I think that actually was a team nade from UVU Black. There's maybe a little bit of a miscommunication there. But the game is so even that neither team is really able to find a way to break out of this hold and get a lead. Dilly Donut doing what he can, using his pings to just share information with his team and where they are. USU Gray able to move that ball slightly into that whirlpool area. And if they can get a little bit further, that is a good hold. Highlight preventing that ball from being rotated out, but it was still a little bit. Both teams are just at a stalemate, and UVU Gray is trying to pick up this ball and just get their hold. And Yatu with a wonderful kill with that camo. It might be finally what breaks this game wide open.
Both teams doing a very good job there, holding each other's crosses, looking at what the other team, where the other teammates are, and potential pressure onto them. UVU Black just able to pick up the kills a little bit better than USU Gray was, perhaps because of this camo that Yatu has, as Highlight moves into top gold to try and break this hold, but falls ultimately to Dilly Donut. UVU Black has a really good hold here, and it's going to take a lot from USU Gray to break it.
Yeah, USU Gray has to get through, but with that camo, it's hard to choose where their vulnerability is, because you might think, oh, the long haul here is vulnerable, but one guy is invisible, is what we just saw happen to Highlight. It's really tough, but as we can see, UVU Black has already gone up to 50 points on this first round of Oddball. USU Gray has to make something happen here, but 3 kills go over, and Dilly Donut, the last one alive for UVU Black. USU Gray needs to go fast. They're able to get the ball and rotate it into this A area. Solo Ninja with this glass. Dilly Donut needs to die. He does fall to Redacted, and USU Gray has to get this hold. And if they are able to kill UVU Black one more time, they're able to run this hold into a ton of points. Redacted sees 2 as the fights and damage is going out.
Gazurk doing an excellent job leading UVU Black in slays.
George is going to be taking one out, but Soul Ninja across the map finds one. He's going to get flanked by Dilly Donut. Dilly Donut takes him out. 2 down for USU Gray, but Redacted just answered right back. These teams are so even. USU Gray still holding on to this ball. Highlight just racking up that team. Redacted with another clean headshot to finish up that kill as George and Dilly Donut trying to push through. 3 members of UVU Black trying to push through to this whirlpool side as they're just getting choked. They're in this choke point. They can't get out of the batteries. Neptune with a triple kill, looking for the over, shooting maybe a body a little bit, honestly. A little bit hyped, a little bit excited, just shutting down UVU Black's push.
And I want to say Soulless Ninja picked up the camo there. A new camo was up. Perhaps he goes down there, so maybe we'll never see what happened to it. Neptune just setting up here. Somebody's pushing his pipes behind him, and he doesn't see it.
Oh, Gazurk with a good kill. Doesn't take any damage from that. Highlight having to play the ball, but unfortunately it doesn't go out as far as they would like, as UVU Black is going to finally be able to break that hold and get one for themselves. Now, since UVU Black had the first hold in the past, USU Gray has to act much faster than they did before.
Absolutely. USU Gray did an excellent job closing down that lead. It was about 9 points when UVU Black was able to finally break the hold. But like you said, they need to get on this quick. If they waste time or if they dilly-dally, they are not going to be able to break the hold, and they're going to fall this first round.
And Gazurk is, with that 12-5, the main man here in the building, just kind of showing his team that the environment where he's at does not matter. He is here and he is playing phenomenal today as 3 members of USU Gray fall. Make that 4 dead on the side of USU Gray as UVU Black is just continuing to get this hold and looking to finish this round.
They're UVU Black spawning in gold, USU Gray spawning out towards C. They're going to try and rotate this ball, but if USU Gray can be quick enough, they might be able to get a pick here on Gazurk like we see.
Gazurk with that good toss over to Dilly Donut, but he is going to fall to Redacted. George answers with another one of his own, a 3v3 here on the map. That ball is in such a good spot for USU Gray. They are able to just watch it from many different angles and prevent any players from getting with it. Soulless Ninja trying to get it out, doing what he can. He is one shot. He has to live, regen his shields if USU Gray wants to have a chance in this next upcoming fight. Redacted gets the first kill. USU Gray has the numbers. Soulless Ninja from above just laying damage out as Redacted picks it up on the ground. 2 members of UVU Black fall as USU Gray is still in this game, still trying this round. Yeah, 2 dies as well. Redacted getting 3 of those kills, doing everything he can. This camo's coming up. He's already pinging at it. They're trying to go forward, but he has one shot. He has the grapple. He's looking for it, but Gazurk knows the nades are going through, and he is going to fall. The camo is still on the ground as USU Gray is just trying to get these points. Gazurk's going to pick up that camo for himself. using it to hopefully win the game. Neptune's going to fall. 5 perfect shots from Gazerk as UVU Black is going to continue the pressure, breaking open this hold and getting one for their own to try to finish up this round.
USU does go 3 dead there. They need to go very, very quickly into this A area, but Gazerk has his camo on Trippy Box, behind Solus Ninja, behind Neptune.
Good shots from Gazerk and take on Neptune. Solus Ninja is going to fall as well. The Dilly Donut's shock rifle. Redacted's in, but Redacted has 2 seconds. He has to go. The ball is going to fall as the members of USU Gray are there. Yatu picking it up, and Redacted highlight is going to fall at the end. And a close round 1, but the first round goes over to UVU Black.
Excellent first round from both teams. Very back and forth. One team gets a good hold, then the next. I think this round is going to be excellent.
Yeah, and this is oddball, so it is a best out of 3 within the best out of 5, right? 1 round is not matter much. This game is only halfway over. UVU Black trying to do what they can to push forward faster out of the start, unlike last game. This camo is still not picked up, but with 2 kills going over to UVU Black, I assume they're going to be picking up it as well. We don't know where it is, but George is getting this ball. More kills, 3 members down for USU Gray as UVU Black coming out strong. Neptune with a great headshot with that shock, but he's just going to switch places with George as he's going to fall to another member of UVU Black from the other side of the map. George trying to stay alive in this back arrow. Highlight doing what he can to stay alive as well. Highlight 1 shot. Highlight's going to fall. Highlight goes down to George. Redacted's not looking. Redacted getting pinched. 1v2. He's going to fall as well. The ball is wide out in the open. George, UVU Black is going to transition this into a wonderful hold and rotate over towards the C.
They may have been a little bit slow on this rotate. I could see 1 or 2 USU Gray spawners being here, but I think they were just fast enough. Gazerk getting there to block the spawn. Although George does fall, Yatu trades it. He may have to play this ball here. He does not have a lot of help.
Gazerk, the team members of UVU Black have fallen. The ball goes off. Redacted with a double kill play for this repulse. He's going to grab it. They have to move over to this new ball pretty quickly, or else UVU Black is just going to transition a hold from one side of the map to the complete opposite side of the map with really no penalty other than a little bit of seconds wasted.
A very different start from last map. We saw UVU Black's first hold in the first round, gaining them 50 points. This time only 20, and USU Gray is keeping on the pressure with these kills. Redacted with a good jiggle peek here. 2 dead for UVU Black. They may be able to move in on this ball. Camo is also up.
Solus Ninja up here in this top attic area just holding it down. Dilly Donut versus Solus Ninja, the 1v1. So Solus Ninja unfortunately going to fall. Dilly Donut with a wonderful strafe, just dodging that last shot. Able to take him down. That's a huge kill for UVU Black as they're able to just run through this gold pipes area, grab that ball for themselves, and just get a hold.
A good fight. Another perfect kill from Dilly Donut as he holds down this gold area. There's a little bit of pressure from top gold, but Solus Ninja's all by himself.
And that shock rifle is up. He's going to be looking wherever he can to make damage go across the map. Solus Ninja finds one. Highlight going to Solus Ninja going for the one. This kill is huge. Solus Ninja taking Dilly Donut down, and then Redacted saving him from Gazerk as USU Gray is able to take this hold before UVU Black gets that 50 points they started with last round.
They basically just switched spots with them. UVU Black had this hold up in gold with the shock rifle. Solus Ninja was able to get in there, get the kill. Redacted doing the same. They have the hold now, plus the shock. This is an excellent setup if they can keep it. They just need to keep looking at each other, make sure they hold each other's crosses, and they could get a ton of points out of here as Redacted falls, but Highlight trades it out.
Trades it out with that second grade. Dilly Donut fighting Neptune. The members are fighting, and they have to push through one direction fast as I worry about UV Black collapsing, but UV Black goes 3 dead. Gazerk is the last one. He gets Solus Ninja to Highlight there as well. Highlight needs to push fast before the damage goes out, but the sticky grenade gonna find the double kill as the hold gets stopped. Gazerk with a hero play for his team, preventing this ball getting out. Getting a little bit of teammate damage. The 3 members stacked up as 2 members of USU Gray are going to flank him from through. The repulse going to throw Redacted back to his team. He's kind of confused. He's kind of lost. Yatu gets a back smack as the fisticuffs are coming out. People just punching each other one by one. Highlight finds 1. Highlight finds 2 as USU Gray is able to get this ball out of there and get some points for themselves.
Looking to play towards C here with this ball. It looks like the spawners from UVU Black are in A. Redacted gets an early pick, which is going to be great for this rotate. Another one goes down in Yatu. There's a player looking at the ball carrier in as Highlight at half wall. They were able to get it in C, and that's another kill for USU Gray. If they can get the hold here in C, they're set up for in a good spot for a ton of points and to take the lead here.
Solus Ninja and Redacted holding these crosses, but unfortunately Redacted falls, and the cross is going to be filled up by Highlight, but the ball was forced to play off the map. UVU Black pushing towards that C, getting behind and through the members of USU Gray. That is the one problem about holding cross, is that sometimes you're vulnerable in other areas of the map, and if they're coordinated and they see your holes, they're able to push right through it. Solus Ninja finds 1. They have the advantage. 2 members of UVU Black dead. They got to get this ball out before the respawns come up. They got to get a hold, or else it's to be all for nothing. Dilly Donut find Neptune. They got into this area. They have 2 people here. See if they're able to get some points. It looks like USU Gray might take the lead for the first time in this match in this second round. 51-49, such a close game. Highlight trading out Soulless Ninja. George coming up the steps trying to revenge his fallen teammate. As two members, he does it. The great stick from Highlight, but George is still behind him. I don't think he knows. Oh my goodness. Yes, he sees the bullets. He gets the punch. He gets another stick. That's the Yoinky Sploinky special from Highlight as he's doing so much work to keep his team. What a wonderful play from Hidden Souls Ninja with the perfect on the shock rifle. He's looking for another one. Berserk doing what he can, but he's going to fall as UVU Black and USU Gray just going 1-for-1, blow for blow. This game is so close.
Soulless Ninja doing an excellent job there to break that hold that UVU Black might have been able to get. We're trading out kills here left and right. 3v2 on the map for UVU Black. They're picking up the ball here, and they may start a big hold here to start closing out this round.
Yeah, one big hold can really just close out the game. Both teams over 50 points. Soulless Ninja getting crossover from George. He's going to fall. Terrible death for him. Just halting the game. UVU Black just gets a ton of free points while UVU Gray's down points. Neptune can't die here. He has to take on Dilly Donut. Huge kill. See if he's able to stay alive. He has to regen his shields. I don't know if he knows. UVU Black just not looking at him. Redacted gets 2. And it looks like USU Gray is able to stop that hold so quick as they're able to get one for themselves. Wonderful play out of them.
Soulless Ninja spawning out closer to the UVU Black players than his own teammates. This is a really good hold that they've got going on here. If they can get their spawners and they can get set up, they're going to be on a really good spot here. Neptune fighting George.
Oh, George not falling to Neptune. This is going to be tough. A grenade goes out. Good damage. Hopefully they say Dilly Donut. He was in that pipes area. He might be able to push through the screen. Oh, Redacted going to slide on top of those grenades. Good damage from him. The shock is not going to go through. As I think one member, Highlight, still up here in this corner. As he can see some damage down, but 2 members is way stronger than 1 as he falls as well. This ball going to be going over. I know the camo was up, but I don't know who it got to. I think it's still up. It's still there on the ground. Teams should be looking towards that to play. That is going to be a huge deal in this game because they're going for Redacted as well. Redacted was one shot. He goes down. Redacted does get Yatu first. The members of USU Gray know where Berserk is. Neptune just baiting that camo. Good 5 perfect shots from him. This is so close. The whole time this whole fighting for camo was going on, UVU Black's able to hold the ball. Racked up to an 84-68. They're so close. They got to rotate out to C. USU Gray has to go fast.
Not very much time here left on the clock either. 1 minute and 12 seconds. Even if UVU Black gets pushed.
A huge kill from Redacted. Just complete reversal. They have to push off this advantage. They have 5 seconds. Dilly Donut doing what he can. Worst case scenario, they're going to play. 97 seconds on the clock. Ball does not play. That could be huge, but I think they're going to force the play here. They are down the numbers. George is back there as Berserk is. Yeah, one side of danger. That ball goes off. And Redacted is able to get the reversal, able to get that kill. They have to go fast. There is 3 seconds. UVU Black just needs 3 points. And if they're able to get to that ball before USU Gray is able to rotate back, this game is going to go over them. Dilly Donut can't stay alive. 98-70. Oh my goodness, the kill's going through. Highlight cannot fall here. George doing good damage. 3 members of UVU Black are on the ball, but George is one shot. And then he's just picking up. Use someone else's, and the game is over.
Just like that.
4 dead on the side of USU Gray at the very end. And look, that's the advantage of just being so far ahead. They only survived with 1. That's all they needed.
In that map, both Berserk and Dilly Donut going 10+ kills positive. I know the objective was close, but being able to have that slaying advantage gives you a lot of wiggle room to make the setups you want. It gives you a little bit extra time to go get the ball, make a rotate, and it puts the other team in a really bad situation.
Yeah, for sure. That game was so close, though. It was a 2-0 in the oddball. And like you said, the slays, but at the same time, we've always been talking about all day about Halo is an objective game, right? Halo is about who can play the objective and who can play with their team better. And I loved the stuff I saw out of USU Gray. And although it was maybe just not consistently amazing, they just had those flashes of brilliance. They were able to break those holes. They were able to get them for themselves. And it was just wonderful stuff. Unfortunately, they did lose that match, but UVU Black is such a tough opponent. This is something to be good about. This is a good start, I think.
Absolutely. Being able to put up numbers like that against an excellent opponent, obviously losing is never nice, but I would hope for them that that'll be a great confidence boost, that they were able to put up 150 out of 200 points in an oddball game against a very, very good opponent.
Exactly, and we're going to be hopping into that Slayer. Now, this is a little bit worrying if you're a fan of USU Gray, like we said. Like Brady Thoughtful Face said, UVU Black just dominating in the slays on that map. The kills and the deaths were just way more kills, way less deaths for UVU Black. And in Slayer, whenever the objective is those kills and deaths, it's a little worrying, right? You got to be a little careful, but let's see how USU Gray is able to adapt and kind of adapt to the pace of the game and see if they're able to come back against UVU Black in the second match.
We were talking earlier about how maybe different teams practice different maps or modes more, and maybe that mode can be Slayer for USU Gray. Perhaps in their oddball, they aren't able to get as many kills, but as we move in here to this Street Slayer, maybe they'll be able to control the sandbox a little bit better, play for those rockets, play for that shotgun, play for that red gun, and that'll provide them with some more kills, whereas they're just a little bit worse at the objective.
And USU Gray on Street Slayer and a Fiesta game like that, they have a good advantage. They have a little loot goblin on their team. Highlight just always scrambling for those powerful weapons, just scurrying around the map, picking them up, grabbing them all. Every single time I see that man, he has a rocket in his hand.
It's rare to see him shooting his Bandit Evo, let's be honest.
You know, honestly, he has everything else. Why does he need to? So I think that these players I've seen in the past just know how to play these sandbox, know how to use these weapons, and they're able to use it well. And that's what you need in a map like Streets. Now, I'm not saying UVU Black doesn't. I'm just saying I just don't know. And I'm excited to find out with everyone else here. It's just, this is what I know about USU Gray, and I think this is going to be an exciting match to watch.
I think this is going to be an excellent one as well. Like I said in our pregame, I think whoever does control the sandbox, the red gun, the shotgun, the rockets, is going to control this map. I think that the team that's going to be able to keep their positioning and play patient is also going to win. There's a lot of running out sometimes, so if you can stay patient and keep your positioning, I think that's going to be very, very good for a team.
Exactly, and Streets, the way it is built, is that there's multiple different bases, I guess you could say, where you would want to hold that bottom C or tram area. There's just so much cover you can get from there. And you have a direct LOS or line of sight straight to the rockets. You're able to put pressure on the important parts of the map while shielding yourself from other angles. There's also like the PD area with that heaven that is so open, you can see so much and just get good accuracy. There's just so many different positions here on the map, and I'm curious if any of the teams are going to try to play like a more defensive, or if they're just going to keep running at each other like we saw last game.
Like we were seeing with our previous series with UVU Green and USU Pink, sometimes slowing down on Slayer can be really good, and other times it can be really bad. If a team is able to get to a 4, 5, 6 kill lead here early, they may be able to just slow down and say, look, you guys got to come to us. If you can't make it here, we're just going to win the game in 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And that is the beauty of Halo, is that the game flips on a dime. Good teams are able to determine, we got to play fast now, we got to play slow now, we got to play fast now, and it's just back and forth. You never know exactly what the pace is going to be, and whatever team is able to play to that pace and match it or just control it completely is the team that's going to come out on top.
And you say this game flips on a dime. 1-4 dead for a team, they could be ahead by 10 kills, and 1-4 dead could switch it all the way around, and they could go down by 10 in the next 3 minutes. It's really an interesting game mode, especially with Slayer.
Exactly, especially on a map like Streets. 1-4 dead, all of a sudden 10 goes to 6. Maybe then during that 4 dead, they got the rockets and the shotgun and the red gun. That's just another 10 kills that they get for free. All of a sudden they're up 6. It's just insane. We're going to head over to this first match on Streets in a good second. We're going to try to get it with you guys. We're going through. Let's see, we're starting off on the side of Neptune, picking up that commander right off the top, heading over to this B-rail area.
This is a very, very important map for USU Gray. If they going 2 down here in the series is very hard to come back for. As we see UVU Black moving for the rockets, he does die. Neptune also goes down. UVU Gray USU Gray may be able to recover this rocket, although I think it's still down there at the bottom B stairs area.
I think is aware as well, but Redacted slides, gets it, flip around with that mouse and keyboard skill, gets the rocket off, doesn't get the hill. It's going to go through to Soulless Ninja. Rockets are off the map, and it is still a team game 4-3, but UVU Black doing what they can to run it up. A 2-kill game.
UVU Black already kind of slowing it down, not running out of as much. Soulless Ninja getting a very, very good kill.
Soulless Ninja doing like falling. Unfortunately, 3 members of the side of USU Gray gonna fall, and it is 8-5. Neptune finding one as well. They're spawning up in the C-tram area. I'm wondering if I think the red gun is still up. Kind of funny that it hasn't been picked up as well. It is still there. I want to see it in the hands of Soulless Ninja or Redacted. That gun is crazy. But Gazerk flying in from the side. I don't think Soulless Ninja is aware that there are so many people in his quote-unquote base as of right now. He is just fighting a war on all fronts. Gazerk healing up, gonna just swing again.
That was a 3 dead on the side of USU Gray. If Soulless Ninja can get out here and live back to his team, which he's not able to do, that would have been huge.
He's not even close to be able to do. He's just getting destroyed in there by himself, 1v4. Highlight running out a little too far as well. The red gun finally picked up by Dilly Donut, and he just beams the heck out of Highlight, instantly getting him down. UVU getting another kill as well. Oh, a wonderful spike grenade from, I mean, not a wonderful, that was a teammate. That was actually a terrible spike grenade.
It did a lot of damage.
It did a lot of damage to the wrong person. Soldier going to be able to find one. Soldier looking for the second one. The damage going through. Berserk doing a good job about falling backwards, staying out of that melee range. And New Dilly Donut was there behind to pick that one up.
UVU Black doing an excellent job just slowing down, and playing with one another, looking at each other's crosses. These Rockets are going up and they're doing their best to corner USU Gray in PD, which they're not able to do when the Rockets go down laundry. Neptune's going to be able to scoop these up, and maybe he'll be able to do something with
Neptune
them.
has to get out the red gun, one shot. Oh, the 3 shots is not going to go out. Dilly Donuts is just going to get blasted, immediately dead, as that rocket just destroys him and blows him to smithereens. Berserk over there as well, and Neptune does it to himself. Oh, what unfortunate self-kill.
It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us.
I've seen Optic Formal Matt blast the heck out of his own teammate. It happens to everybody.
I personally choose to shoot my teammates with the rockets over the enemies because I think it's kind of funny. I'm sure that's not what Neptune was doing there because there's something on the line for them here. Going down to the losers bracket, it will be very rough for them, but I have a lot of faith that USU Gray will be able to pull back not just this map, but a good chunk of the series too.
And while we've been talking, this match has progressed at a breakneck speed. 21 kills on the side of UVU Black already, while USU Gray's only at 12. It is a 9-kill game, a tough hill to climb, but Redacted doing what he can inch by inch with that first kill. He's trying to make it happen. He's going to fall as well because they're going down. George falling to Highlight. No, to Neptune with that backsmack. Highlight getting another one. USU Gray has to play safe. They cannot afford to get trades anymore. They are down too many kills. 6-kill lead for UVU Black.
USU Gray a bit separated here, but they're still able to pick up the kills on the map and get regrouped as best that they can. They're doing a good job winning their 1v1s. Not a lot of team shooting happening. I think if they can get together, really shoot the same things at the same time, it could boost them way up in this game.
Exactly what I was talking about before the game started. The game just flipped on a dime. It was so fast, and now it's so slow. That red gun on the hands of Dilly Donut just is going to prevent USU Gray trying to make any pushes that does too much damage. As Neptune takes a ton of damage, Soulless Ninja finds George, but the red gun is still, oh, that bullet barely missing Neptune's head as he's able to survive. Soulless Ninja fighting Dilly Donut. This is huge. Berserk needs to die here as well. 5 killed, although the trades are coming out, and this might be the same. Redacted has to help his teammates fast. George goes down. Neptune stays alive. He's going to fall to Dilly Donut, but Redacted trades it out. A 4-kill game. USU Gray doing an amazing job at getting this game closer and closer as we just hit about the halfway mark.
USU Gray was down maybe 10 kills a minute and a half ago, and they're back within 5, looking to make it within 4. Rockets are coming up soon, and let's see what we're going to be able to do with those. Redacted getting a ninja on George as Redacted also picks up the Rockets. That's a huge double kill.
Dude, Redacted just styling on him with that ninja into the Rockets. He was just like, I'm going to ninja you and take your Rockets too.
No big deal.
Dude, no big deal. This guy's a monster as he's running around the map. He's just looking, just aware with this one last rocket. George gonna just die. Killing spree for Redacted as he goes up 9 and 8. Look at that, 9 and 8 with a killing spree. That just kind of shows that they were able to get their momentum. They were able to flip it over, and Redacted just immediately going from a not very good game, but to a 5-kill run to get a positive. Great job from USU Gray.
USU Gray pushing in the C area very well. They've kind of got him locked in. UVU Black not able to do much. Redacted hitting the pizza jump. No clamber. He's insane.
This guy's nuts. Thoughtful place doesn't know how to do that. As Neptune's gonna fall. Unfortunately, 3 kills go over to the side of UVU Black, and they are able to take the lead. It's still only 2 kills. 3 kills went over to UVU Black, and it was only a 2-kill game. That means USU Gray took the lead for a second there. Insane comeback from then. It is just only 1 kill, and UVU Black's maybe thinking, guys, what is going on? What is happening? We were winning this game. How are we throwing this one?
UVU Black doing a good job slowing down, playing these weapons. They have the red gun in their hand. Berserk maybe making a small push with Dilly Donut, knowing that there's some pressure out here on B. Taking down Highlight with the red gun.
The red gun does so much damage, is able to just take those shields out as well, and Dilly Donut just leads the charge with those, and just gets 2 kills with UVU Black on this arcade side of the map. Let's see, only 3 kills, and the game has slowed down considerably. 6 minutes on the clock. We're not going to see a go to time in this game. I can almost guarantee.
Probably not.
Soulless Ninja just standing still. That's the Valorant tendencies coming out of him. He's just not moving fast enough. Takes some good damage, but he's not going to fall. Redacted's going to go down as well. That red gun is out of ammo. Dilly Domus is trying to push through with this commando. Neptune finds one. Neptune does go down as well. The trades, and now we've been talking. UVU Black able to continue this up into a 5-kill game.
I think USU Gray is going to have to win these Rockets that are going to come up here soon. Or perhaps they're already up.
The Shroud screen good out of Dilly Donut to keep himself alive. Neptune doing what he can. He's going to get scanned. They know where the Rockets. Yeah, dude, just blasted Soulless Ninja. Blasted Neptune as Redacted's going in there trying to do whatever he can to keep his teammates alive, but they're pushing. Redacted doing good damage, but he's going to fall as well. And George with the flank from the behind is going to take the Neptune, and it is almost back to how it started.
We just see how impactful those Rockets can be, going from a 1 or 2 kill game, and it's stretched all the way here to an 8-kill game. They're able to just get so much damage down, even if it doesn't equate to kills, all that damage down, and the team is able to pick them up.
It's just The grenades coming out, the coordination. George running in. I don't think he realizes that there's a player behind him, but maybe he died as well. Highlight over here in this PD. Going to be alone, reloading as the kill goes through.
Some support from his teammates shooting into this PD area, but George also has teammates here to help him out. Gazerk picking up a kill there to put it within 5. USU Gray down 11 here.
And down 11 again. George entering that right back. 3 kills left for UVU Black to take game 2 in this series. And a back smack from Redacted going to try to delay that as much as possible. And he's going to get the kill. Dilly Donut is going to say no. Pick one more up. They need 2 more. Just one more. 49-36. And although USU Gray had the lead at 31, it does not matter, as UVU Black is going to come right back 50-36. They say, you take the lead from us, we're just going to not let you get a single kill for the rest of the game.
Very true. They did UVU Black did an excellent job rallying again after they maybe broke down a little bit in the middle of the game. They lost a 10-kill lead, broke down. The game was close. They got it back together, played super patient, focused on the power weapons. I sound like a broken record saying that, but that's what they did. Focused on the power weapons, and they were able to get back into the game and were able to win it by a good margin of 14 kills.
It was, it's so, as, you know, a USU fan a little bit, it's kind of tough to see those players just play really well, then play just fall back. And I think if I'm paying attention, I think what USU Gray needs to focus on is allowing Redacted to play his own game. Right? Redacted is just being a monster on the map, making these huge plays. Even the play that put USU Gray back into that game was that ninja into Rocket.
Absolutely.
Right? And they just need to allow Redacted to just make plays like that. They need to give him space. They need to push out on the map, do damage for him. Just give him some area to move around safely, to let him do his thing.
Something that I'm seeing in this series a lot is UVU Gray is getting a little bit of a lead, and they're just hunkering down. They're just kind of hanging out wherever they have that hold. And I think if USU Gray can really get together and pick one spot to push, they'll probably be able to break it pretty well. Maybe go 4v2 in a spot, get those 2 kills, and then rotate to where everybody else is. They might lose some players in the process, but I think that might be their key to success.
Yeah, for sure. And we are going into, I can't remember the next game mode, unfortunately.
Argyle CTF.
Argyle CTF. That's my favorite one. I should have remembered.
Gotta love it.
I was even talking about it a lot before the game, and I'm so excited to see how these teams play in this map.
Argyle CTF, obviously an incredibly crucial map heading up here for USU Gray. This is the end-all, be-all for this series.
This could be their winner's bracket life on the line.
If they do not win this map, obviously that means they will fall down to loser's bracket, backs against the wall. Very scary place to be. Loser's bracket, you lose and you're done. There's a lot riding on this map. If they're able to win it, they might be able to start a reverse sweep charge in this series. Although if they do drop it, that would have been a clean sweep for UVU Black in this winners round 2.
For sure. And from what I've seen so far, the team's being very close in skill. Most of the time, most of the time.
Happens.
I am excited, and I think this Argyle CTF is going to go the distance. This is a slower paced map. If you remember from the first series, the capture the flag on Aquarius was 5 caps. UVU Green had to capture all 5 points.
Exactly.
Argyle's only 3. And you would think that it would mean it was a faster map because there's only 3 points you need, but it is only 3 because the map is just so much bigger. It's so much more open. The captures are so much harder to come by. It's just a lot slower map, and even though it is less points to win, it is just overall slower.
With this Argyle map, I'd love to see somebody really shifty like Highlight to control that QT. If he can get a really good QT setup, perhaps in the enemy base, maybe somewhere like Long Haul, I think he'll do a really, really good job of picking up a few kills here and there that could lead to some caps for USU Gray.
I agree. This is a very sandbox-heavy map as well. 2 snipers. Grapples on both bases, a repulse in the middle, needlers, pistol. There's a lot going on here as well. And like we said, Highlight just needs to get his hands on these things, and that's what we want to see if you're a fan of USU Gray.
Like you said, he's a sandbox goblin. I think if he can pick up that sniper, maybe not the most accurate on the team, but he's a sandbox warrior. I believe he'll hit the shots.
And he will find a way to do it. It might he might come out bruised and scarred at the end of the day, but as long as he wins the fight, that's what we need. But I'm excited to see Dilly Donut with the hands of the sniper.
Absolutely.
That's who I expect to be the member of UVU Black who was holding it, because he had the red gun all of last game. He's been insane with these precision weapons. He had the shock in the recharge map. I think he might be able to take complete control of this map if he is playing well. And we're going to hop right into the game in 1 second.
Making sure that these teams can can keep the snipers out of the hands of the other teams is going to be crucial. If one of these teams gets a hold of 2 snipers, so many individually skilled players, I think it could snowball from there.
Soulless Ninja grabbing the sniper off of USU Gray, missing the first hit, have to retreat back into his base. Luckily, he's going to be able to get a lie as Highlight falls. Soulless Ninja finds George, but Yatu answers right back. The sniper is down, no one on USU Gray alive to be able to use it, as Redacted is trying to keep these opponents out of his base. Keep control of the game.
UVU Black super aggressive here. We're barely 30 seconds into the map, and Dilly Donut is in USU Gray's base, living like crazy, going through 3 or 4 gunfights here. They're looking to push him out here into the PCs area, and Gazerk sniping from these right side lights.
Gazerk doing what he can with that sniper. Redacted falling off of the map. That is not what I meant when I said he needs to make these plays, and this is going to be tough. A 3 kill is what it is to UVU Black as they are getting the flag out of the base. USU Gray needs run through that grenade when he can't. Highlight trying to get out, just runs into another member of UVU Black as the flag is making its way down the map.
UVU Black, after that pull, doing a great job blocking spawns, keeping USU Gray spawning in the back base and just holding them there.
The flag goes down. It's not going to be put in yet. Neptune trying to get through. Dilio tries to land. Soulless Ninja going to fall. No one really knew that George was still in their base. Great kill out of him. Great positioning out of him, allowing his team to put that flag in and go up 1-0 on this map. And since he is still there, he can just pull again.
Highlight living here in UVU Black space, but they know he's there as they run this flag without a lot of pressure. They made it most of the way, and it's looking like it could be another cap.
2-0. I said this map is slow, but nothing is slow in the face of utter domination from the side of UVU Black. 2-0 already, only like 3 minutes into the game.
USU Gray able to pick up some kills there late, but it was not enough to stop the flag cap. We have Yatu grabbing this quantum translocator. Let's see what he can do with it.
Yatu popping it up in that vent, has that backup plan ready. Soulless Ninja reloading as he just gets perfect at 5 shots, but Redacted on this of that map, going to pull that flag. He's getting shot from across the map. 3 people looking at him. He's doing he can stay alive, but he's going to fall to Gazerk. And another one's going to go down as well. Neptune picking up that battle rifle, has a little bit of a longer range, trying to make something happen with it. Yatu running around with that QG still. Dilly Donut everywhere. UVU Black has complete control of the map. And USU Gray is just struggling to get out of their base.
They just got to do their best to get 4 alive and push out 1 point together, like I was saying before the map. But we look at the scoreboard now, Yatu 9-2. He's doing everything on the map right now for UVU Black, and it's paying off. 2 captures up.
Yatu is doing everything on the map in regards to picking up those kills, but I remember that play from George staying back, just setting Yatu up for those kills. The team play just across the board for UVU Black has been phenomenal this game. And that you can just see that in the score, but Soulless Ninja with 6 kills of his own, trying to do what he can to fix this game.
Maybe we're seeing the issues between USU Gray having picked up a new player so recently and UVU Black having played with the same roster all season. They might be hurting a little bit from that.
There's that Redacted picking up that sniper rifle. See if he's going to make any use with it. Let's see, he's here looking at the back spawn. No one's there as well. They're all over there in that E2 area. Unfortunately, the timing a little weird. Gazerk was right where he was just looking. I don't really know. The back just blasted. That's the timing issue. It's just unfortunate timing for the side of Redacted. Right when he was looking in one area, there was no one there. But right when he looked away, they just spawned up. They rotated into that area. Just throws off your information a little bit. You just think you have a free run, but you just don't.
That push absolutely fizzling out from USU Gray as UVU Black looks to counter here. Dilly Donut does get the grab, but USU Gray is all there to stop them. 2 go dead. Soulless Ninja does get traded out. It's a 2v3 on the map for USU Gray.
USU Gray doing what they can, and they have to stop this pull. It is down there in the mid. He's getting the spot, but Highlight falling as well. Gazerk picking up that kill. He has sniper rifle. He's going to make some big plays happen, missing the shot. Getting some good damage onto him. Then he's lucky he has a grapple, but Redacted aware. Redacted not letting him get away with that. She can play blind too. He's getting needed out. Yatu looking for one as well. Damage on the Yatu. He's about half healed. He gets away. He does get away, but the flag gets reset. That's a win for USU Gray.
Got to take it where you can get it. New snipers are up now. I think Gazerk did pick up their sniper, but Neptune might be able to get it here. Whether he gets a kill or plays it off, that's huge for USU Gray. They are likely in control of both snipers here as UVU Black goes 2 dead. Dilly Donut does kill Neptune to reclaim their sniper. It is still full, so let's see what he can do with it here.
Neptune trying to get away out with that sniper, but it doesn't happen. In that case, you want to either play it off or do whatever you can to take away that incredible power super weapon, and Soulless Ninja just getting it and jowling right back, saying, "Yeah, hit me again."
You're making fun of those Valorant skills earlier. He was able to get out there, hit that snipe, and get right back in.
It's still doing what he can. Dilly Donut still has 5 bullets left in this sniper rifle. He's going to work a little bit here on this left side, trying to push up, trying to get some advantage. Neptune getting hit. A good body shot from Dilly Donut. Going to make him fall. Looking for another one. A good shot on the Soulless Ninja. Dilly Donut with 2 strong signing away from overpaid. Not really losing much, but it's good habits, I guess, as he moves forward and they go to pull this flag.
So much pressure from Gazerk here into USU Gray's spawn. The 2 members of USU Gray falling as UVU Black gets the pull. 3 dead for USU Gray. Dilly Donut goes on a killing spree, and that might be enough to see this game out.
Neptune, the last man alive, and he is going to fall. This is a do-or-die situation. Redacted decides he wants to do as he gets that Dilly Donut kill. Trying to do whatever he can, but still the flag is so far. They have to be ready to blast him. It's going to go through. No damage coming out from damage, but not enough. 3-0 in the game and in the series for UVU Black.
And not just a 3-0 there in that Argyle CTF, but a 3-0 in 6 minutes. That is incredibly quick. That is going to be a huge blow for USU Gray. They did a really good job rallying back in that Slayer, and I think perhaps as soon as they lost it again, lost that momentum and fell apart, it may have killed their mental.
It's so tough playing 2 super close games. Well, 1.5 super close games to then just get it taken away from you, and not just like barely ripped it out of your grasp, like just so close, it was just yanked away, just stolen, and they sprinted away, and it was just so tough to like see that and have to catch back up. And that's just how it goes. That's how the Halo plays. But like UVU Black just playing phenomenally well as well.
Excellent team. I would 100% say the team to watch. Hopefully USU Gray dropping into the losers bracket while UVU Black moves on to our winner semis. And here we're going to take a short break.
3, 2, 1, go. Casters live.
Welcome back, everybody. I am here with Todd Soulless Ninja. He was the MVP on the side of USU Gray in this last series, and I want to know a few things from you, sir. And the one thing I want to ask about first is throughout that whole series, we kept bringing up how you are from a different game, basically. You are relatively new to this game, like a month maybe a little bit more than that. Like you dabbled here and there. You know, you played Reach with the jetpack when you were a kid, you know, like stuff like that. It's like, but not to competitive Halo, it's been like a month. And you came from Valorant. And just quickly run down your mindset between these 2 completely different games and playing them competitively.
Well, as far as competitiveness goes and just like knowing the game, I've had to pick up call-outs. So just practicing with the team. And then again, it's only been a month. You know, I kind of joined the team later in the semester. So I haven't had a ton of practice with the team. So we've been kind of, you know, getting used to each other still. And the main thing for me has just been learning all the call-outs on all the maps. Because like you said, I've barely been playing Halo now. And my aim has transferred pretty well though over to Valorant. Feels really similar, and just the gameplay is very comfortable for me. It's just the callouts and everything is very rusty.
That is awesome. And how is it to come in late into the season on this team, like playing with people like Highlight, Neptune, and Redacted?
Well, I already knew Highlight before, so you know we're cool. And then Redacted and Neptune they're great. It's a good team environment. We all like hanging out with each other, and then practices are always fun. So it's just a great team.
And that is an unfortunate loss to UVU Black. I would say the front runners for this tournament, but those games are really close. What are your thoughts going into this losers bracket?
Who are we going against losers?
You know, I don't know.
Okay, well, whoever it is, we're gonna smash them.
All right.
We won the first round. We're gonna win this losers bracket. We're gonna come back and take UVU back.
Really?
We're gonna take them in the grand finals.
Some hot stuff from Soulless Ninja here in this interview as he promises to meet UVU Black here at the end. And we thank you so much for that time. We're gonna take another short break and hop back with an interview for UVU Black.
Cut to break. Mike's out.
We're right back, and I'm here with Gazerk, the team captain here, one of the captains here. I don't know exactly how your team is, like the hierarchy is there, but he is here from Utah Valley University. And this is our first LAN as Utah State to welcome other schools that I've been a part of. And I just want to ask you real quick, how has the experience here been so far?
I mean, getting here, a little bit of a drive, but I mean, hey, the setup you guys have here, it's amazing. The main stage, even the environment, people here, it's been awesome so far.
That is so good to hear, honestly. We've put a lot of work in this, and we're so happy to see this. And your team so far this season has kind of just been dominant. From what I've heard, you guys are the people to beat. I think you've dropped one map to Slick, and that might be it so far. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And what is your guys' like tone or attitude going into playoffs after such a dominant season?
I mean, our biggest focus, we took some trips for vacations and whatnot, but coming back from Thanksgiving and everything, all about team play. We have some individually skilled players on our team for sure, but we really want to make sure that every match we're on the same page. And so, we did really well in all the matches, of course, but never time to slack. Like, we always have to be on top of our game. So.
Yeah, and I think that what you said there about the team play really was shown in your matches real quick. And you heard that little call out from Solus Ninja earlier. I think you were in the room. What are your thoughts about that, and what are your thoughts about the end as you go forward? I think you're now in winners finals in this playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're the team to beat for a reason, I mean, we're not here to play around. We really want to win this. We want to come out on top. As a brand new team, we want to put UVU Black at the top for now. And I think it's going to be pretty easy.
Pretty easy, he says, as UVU Black moves on into winners finals. It is going to be so exciting when we get to see them again and who gets to challenge them next and who they will end up facing if they make it to grands. Maybe you just lose 2 in a row. You never really know. But that confidence is what I like to see. It was awesome. It was such an awesome series to watch. Your guys' gameplay was phenomenal. It was so fun to cast. And we are going to be going into a extended tech break, about 15 to 20 minutes to work on some things. And we will be back with our next match as soon as that is done. So stay tuned.